APT viewers, I'm David Brook from aptcomics.com. We have a new unboxing for you. This is a Sideshow exclusive Marvel Ghost Rider Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 1/6 scale collectible figure. This is a Hot Toys figure, but it's exclusively on Sideshow's website. Currently it is not available, but you can pre-order it. So I think we got one of the last ones. This is obviously not Johnny Blaze, but the newer Ghost Rider that just was introduced only a year or two ago. But he was featured in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is probably why this figure was ever made. That said, the design is strikingly different from the traditional Ghost Rider. And he also doesn't ride a motorcycle, he drives a car. One of our writers at AIPT, David Hilberbrand, keeps saying he's not a Ghost Rider, he's a Ghost Driver, and I think he's right. Anyway, before we open this, I just wanted to point out, Sideshow also sent these two little magazines on the side. This is sort of just a promotional thing, but they actually sent this really nice book that has pages from, I think, I don't even know. I think it's like where they make them, or...
Yeah, it's cool. It looks like the process, maybe.
Yeah, it is...
For making the toys.
It is very nicely made. It's something you could actually put on your coffee table. And the paper stock is glossy, but really thick and nice, and it'll stand up. Since this is our first purchase from Sideshow, we also got this $25 promo card, which is pretty sweet. This toy is retail $229.
Let's lay it down so people can see it.
Yeah. It is really nice. First of all, Sideshow and Hot Toys is known for the clothing on their figures, which I think is probably a faux leather or even a real leather. The jeans actually have like the quality of jeans. Okay, that comes off really easily, actually.
Oh, that was nice. It's none of that pulling that you usually have where things go flying.
Other action figures reviews we've done, it has been explosions when you open it. Wow, there's a lot here.
A lot of hands.
A lot of hands, and they're actually like skin hands. So, I guess only his head turns into a skeleton.
Into a fire and a skull. Yeah, fiery skull.
There is a little piece of paper that comes with it. I'm gonna open that really quick. Because who cares about this? But seriously, who knows? What is it? Okay, so this is just like instructions on how to put things together, which is really handy, and how the zipper works. It's like a freaking real mini zipper.
Because you don't know how to operate a zipper, apparently.
But this is actually kind of handy. It tells you how to like hook the fire to the chain of his.
Oh, that's nice.
And then how to put the fire into his hands, and there's different ways to do it. In his palm or coming from his wrist, which is like out of his sleeve, I guess. So clearly a lot of ways to display this. All right, there's a little neck protector here. What do we got here? What is this? It's like coins. I don't know if you can see the detail in that, but there's like writing on it.
Hold it still for 1 second.
Oh, I think those are batteries.
Oh, does he do something?
What? Does he light up? I don't know. We're going to find out.
Maybe we're finding out about this 200.
You know, you buy something and you don't even ask these questions. These are little pieces of flame that I think you would display like so around him, because there's clearly a flat bottom on these. The flame here, this is really nice. There's like 3 tones of color. It gets to yellow by the base and like more of a hot orange at the top. Definitely nice flame effects. And then we've got...
Wow, that's a big chunk.
Yeah.
Looks like it fits on something.
Yeah, maybe his neck? I don't know. Or maybe his wrist?
Maybe that's one of the hand ones that
Could
they're
be.
talking about.
Another flame. This might be the palm flame, because there's kind of like a rounded at the bottom. Looks like there's a little divots for his hands. There's 2 of them, so.
Yeah, must be.
2 hands, 2 flames.
What's that chain?
All right, so it looks like he has 2 chains. This one is red, like it's really, really hot. It's made of plastic. It's gonna hold together. It's well made for sure. But it's not real metal, so it's kind of funny. It feels cheap.
You can't pose it either because it's not stiff. So you couldn't have it like you know, whipped out or something and held in position.
He also has a real metal chain. That's crazy. It's a real little chain.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
If you know Ghost Rider, you know that he usually wraps it around his chest or holds it in his hand, like sort of like this. So that's kind of cool. And you could probably wrap this around other figures while he's throwing it or something like that, which is neat. And then looks like we have another flame, which would go in his palm, I think, because it's like rounded again. So maybe you hold it like this. All right, what else we got here? We've got, it looks like these are to, those little chain piece.
Those joints?
They're joints, yeah. Maybe they're extras in case they break.
Huh.
This is a lot like the joints that we've seen in the Yamaguchi figures,
yeah,
the
that
Deadpool.
ball joint.
Mm-hmm. All right, a lot of hands.
Yeah, I want to know what's up with all these hands.
Looks like there's a gripping hand.
And why are there 5 hands and not
There's a
6?
pointing hand. True. Well, he's got 2 hands on right now. There's like another gripping hand. God, these are hard to get out. Even more gripping. And even more gripping. And then it looks like he has 2 fists right now.
So you must have to change out the hand, right, for the different types of flames, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, to hold them or to hold the chain.
Yeah.
The glove, there's like, it's really hard to see, but there's stitching in the glove, the palm of the glove. There are like little like.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
There are like dots, in the fingers as if you needed
driving
like.
gloves.
Yeah.
Speed holes.
Yeah, speed holes. There's like there's a little button. Yeah, really crazy good detail on these.
Oh yeah, and on the skin and the hand too.
Yeah, you can even see like there's even texture in this flesh, like it's like a real hand. Really nice. Really nice. All right, and then we're gonna put these, I think, batteries over here. All right, now it's time for the figure. Okay, he's got a bag on his head. Take that off. Holy God, look at that. Can you see the head on that thing?
Yeah, hold him still. Let me get in close.
Like, it's crazy. It's really cool.
That's crazy detail.
There's like flame in his neck. But yeah, his jaw moves.
Opens. Yeah.
You've got paint, the paint on the teeth. They look like real teeth, like into a skull, right? Like the flesh, the color of the skull is different from the teeth.
Yeah, you see them go all the way up, yeah.
And then there's like almost like shadow in the eye sockets and the nose. It's kind of cool how he kind of like has eyes because of the flame and the coming through the eye hole there. And then the flame on the head itself, it's really neat how it kind of like wraps around the skull. And
there's really a sense of motion on the flame.
You're right, yeah. Yeah, like it's coming off.
Yeah.
And then the just all of this is so detailed. It's like all these little bits. It's really cool. Really nice.
Jacket's very detailed as well. Stitching again.
Yeah, really nice. Really nice. And it feels like real leather to me. And these jeans, yeah, I like jeans. Take these.
He's got booties on.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get his shoes dirty. Well, as you can see, there's a ball joint for his shoe here. There, it just snaps in. Okay, so since we're looking at the shoes anyway, there's dirt on the white part of the shoe.
That's pretty cool, though, making it look worn,
No, yeah, totally. And then these laces aren't like real laces, but they're definitely like...
It has a 3D effect to make it look like laced up.
And then this is like real rubber on the top here for the high top of his shoe. It says marble on the bottom. And yeah, there's like real stitching in the shoe. It looks like a real sneaker. Anyway, bendability. Looks like he's got a knee joint. He's got a hip, like a thigh joint here. Does he turn this way? He does turn this way. It looks like he's got a real, like a stomach joint, so he goes this way. The head can go all the way around, and it can go backwards and forwards. Not really a little side to side, actually. There's the elbow. There's even a wrist. Goes all the way around here on the wrist. The jacket is a little inhibiting on putting his arms up. But
raising his arms up?
Yeah, it's like a real jacket. He can go like this, though. And then he can almost do a split, but he'll tear his jeans. And
so big.
Yeah, he's got ankle. It feels...
It's a big figure.
It is, and it feels stiff, so I think you could pose him. But let's be honest, you don't really pose Ghost Rider. He's usually just kind of standing there. He's not like Spider-Man bending. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, if I pointed this out, but he's got pockets in the back of his jeans.
Oh yeah, let me see.
And it's real, it's like a real pocket. It's like a real buckle on the side of his jacket here. Oh, I forgot to mention there's a base, which I think you can pose him on. It says Ghost Rider and then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on the top. Alright, so we discovered that these batteries are to light up this teeny light in the top of his neck, which will light up his head, presumably. It is a really tiny screw to get undone, and you're going to need a special screwdriver. Not any ordinary Phillips will work. That said, we used a knife, and we got it open. Or you used a knife.
I did. It was painfully slow. But just know that the screw is very long, so don't worry about unscrewing it too much that you're going to lose it. Luckily, they made it long enough that you can unscrew it, remove the panel, and it's still secure inside the panel.
These are super tiny batteries. I've never seen batteries this tiny. And they go down into like so.
This is not made for big hands.
So as you can see, you can take the back piece off, which is his neck, technically. And we've got the batteries in there, and there's light.
Excellent.
Yeah, you have to get a really tiny screwdriver or use a knife, because you had to use a knife.
Yeah, I had to struggle with a knife, and that screw in the back, it is pretty long, so still be careful when you unscrew it, but don't be too worried about it flying out and you losing it. Luckily, they made it longer. We did have to struggle a little bit to pull that red capsule out. You feel like you might be breaking the toy, but you're not.
Yeah, definitely tug on that like crazy. So I'm just putting his neck piece back, where his neck piece, where his neck flames go, and then I'm putting his head.
And also in during our, let's call it a commercial break, we did manage to unzip the jacket as well, and he has a red t-shirt on underneath. The zipper was a little difficult to manage.
It is. You have to kind of push it down, not pull on the zipper metal, pushing it down. But he's got a t-shirt underneath, and if you feel muscles. Ooh. So you know, in order to get his light to turn on, you can't really have his head or neck in there. It's hard to switch. I mean, it might be a little bit. You might have to take his head off every time to light up his head.
So let's get an action shot here. Whoa.
That is freaking amazing.
That is pretty cool.
That is really cool. Even the little holes of his eyes are lighting up.
Yeah.
That is an amazing feature. Totally worth all the work to get the screw unscrewed and to put the batteries in.
Yeah, completely translucent head all the way through, so you can see it's coming through the jaw. If we tip him, yeah, just hold him still for a second, and I'll just pan around. Yeah, so it's through the jaw and the flames on the side. Yeah, really cool. And you can see that coloring you were talking about earlier in the flames.
Yeah, the different color in the flames.
Yeah, it really shows up.
So, that is a pretty cool figure.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
I'm going to say, this is getting a high score for me. If you go to AIPTcomics.com, you'll see more of my thoughts on this figure, but also a score, and also information on where to buy it, and a link to get that. Right now, obviously, it's up for just pre-order. They've sold out of it for a good reason. The clothing is highly detailed and really cool. The flame is very unique, and it captures the new look of Ghost Rider that was actually Marvel Legacy only a few weeks ago. So yeah, really, really cool toy. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. We have more action figure reviews coming your way. And yeah, thanks.